A high school in Colorado went on lockdown recently when a student used a gravity bong to release a cloud of marijuana smoke inside the building. Now, pot is legal in Colorado, but only for people over the age of 21, and also you're not allowed to smoke it in public spaces. But this reminded me of a time when I was in high school and my biology teacher told me about when she taught back in the early 80s. And at the time, there were some states that allowed kids who are 18 and older to drink. And during that time, she taught the students about fermentation by actually brewing beer in the class. And at the end of the school year, she rewarded the best students who were over the age of 18 by giving them some of the beer. And I always thought that was an awesome way to learn biology. And really, when I think of it, the same could be done for pot. There are so many different aspects of marijuana that tie into high school science. For instance, in biology, you could learn about fertilization, pollination. You could learn about staminate versus pistillate flowering. In chemistry, you could learn about what chemicals like THC do to the human brain. And of course, in physics, you could learn about how gravity bongs work. Gravity bongs are pretty cool, and they could be used to teach various principles of fluid dynamics like buoyancy and displacement. Okay, so I do live in California now, but I am leaving for China shortly, and so I'm being on my best behavior lest I end up in a Chinese prison at some point. So I'm not going to demonstrate the gravity bong, but if you go online, you can find plenty of demonstrations elsewhere. The basics are you could take a bottle, say a 2-liter bottle of soda, and cut off the bottom and remove the lid on the top and submerge it in a bucket of water. You then put your marijuana in a little screen and put it over the top of the bottle, and you light it as you slowly raise the bottle out of the water. And what happens is that the water falls out the bottom of the bottle, and that creates a vacuum. Nature abhors a vacuum, so air is drawn in through the top of the bottle. This creates smoke since it goes right through the pot, and your bottle will quite conveniently fill up with smoke by the time you get it to the surface of the water. Now, you could then remove the screen from the top and just inhale from the bottle, or you could use more physics and put your mouth over the top of the bottle and then push it back down into the water. The water will fill up the space in the bottle again, pushing all of that smoke right out the top into your lungs. Science. Okay, so I don't really expect any high school teachers to introduce this into their lesson plans. I know several teachers, and they have told me that the worst part of teaching is dealing with angry parents. So yeah, it probably won't be happening. But maybe it's something that you could learn more about, and you could help out your pothead friends who didn't pay attention in science class. You could blow their minds. I mean, after all, they'll be high. It should be pretty easy.